Hi guys. I'm sorry about the first video. It was a mess. As you can see, very busy today. But I don't want you to see all that mess. So that is why I decided to off that video and come back. Yes. Today we are cooking Creole stew. This is what we call Creole stew. Creole stew is full of ingredients. Trust me. It's full of ingredients. Yes, but if you follow the way I'm going to show you how to cook this Creole stew, you will never in your life eat boring Creole stew again. Yes, it's the easiest to cook, but trust me, this is the most tastiest stew. Why we call this a Creole stew? Because sometimes ago, this is what the Creoles cook on Sundays. This is what they eat after church. According to my understanding, that is why I call it the Creole stew. But believe it or not, if you follow the recipe of this Creole stew, you will never regret it. You will not eat boring stew ever again. It's easy to cook. Very easy to cook, but as you can see, full of ingredients. So let me just take you through the ingredients near the pot because it's going to be more easier. This is the pot. Yes, I call this the African pot because this pot is easy for this pot. It doesn't burn stuff. It doesn't burn stuff. But some of the pots, as long as you make a small mistake, all your food will be burnt. So that is why I'm just adjusting. Please bear me. This is live cooking. Live cooking, you have to expect all these problems. Okay? I have here 3/4 of a liter of sunflower oil. Some of you looking at that, you will say, oh my God, that's too much oil. But please do not worry. Trust me. Do not worry about that oil. Do not worry at all about that oil. Some of you see that I can say almost a liter of oil. In my country, we have like different like pints. We call this like 2 pints. Because in my country, we still use like that Guinness bottle. Because Creole stew is the most delicious. That is why the Creoles only eat this stew on Sundays. Because of if you are trying to lose weight, I'm not gonna recommend this stew to eat this stew every day. Okay? But this is the best of the best. So now what I'm going to do, I have 2 onions, because always in my cooking, some of you might see I like purple onion, because this purple onion is very, very nice to cook with. It just make this the sweetness, and this purple onion is very spicy as well, so I like it. I'm gonna add onions. You can chop it rough, chop it as you like it. This is 2 onions. Okay, that's 2 onions. I have here bell peppers. I have the green and the red. This is 2 bell peppers. Okay, 2 bell peppers, 2 onions I've added into that oil. And I have here 6 tomatoes. 6 tomatoes, because of I don't have tomato puree, so if I could have had any tomato puree in my cupboard, I could have just put maybe 5 tomatoes, add tomato puree on top of it. But that is why I make 6 tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, 6. If you are using the can, make sure you use 1.5 can. Okay? So now I have 6 tomatoes, 2 onions, 2 bell peppers. Make sure you remove the seed in the peppers. Okay? Because this is Creole stew. Creole stew. I don't know why we call it Creole stew, because everybody cook this kind of stew. But normally, only occasions. Yes, you can see inside the pot. Okay? So, now the ingredients which are going to... Now I have 6 fresh tomatoes, 2 onions, 2 bell peppers. In here, I have 5 bell peppers. That's a little bit, about 3 tablespoons of water, and that's because I need to put water to blend. These are, sorry, it's not bell peppers. These are Scotch bonnet peppers. In my country, we call this big pepper. You add into this pot. I have here a teaspoon of black pepper. I have here a tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste. This is mixed already. Just go to the supermarket, they have the ones they've already blended together with the ginger and the garlic. This is 1 tablespoon. You add it, because this is Creole stew. And then this is a teaspoon of curry powder, because the curry powder have all those roasted spices. Okay, a teaspoon of curry powder, a tablespoon of English mustard, but you can use all mustard, but please do not use the one with the grains. That one is called Dijon mustard. Don't use it. Use any mustard of your choice, but don't use that Dijon mustard, because the Dijon mustard is like, when you are eating the Dijon mustard, it can taste like you are eating fish eggs, and you don't want that pop in your mouth. This is 1 tablespoon of of English mustard, because this is Creole stew. It's got a lot of ingredients. It's not simple ingredients, so that is why I insist when I'm talking about the ingredients. Here is fresh thyme from my garden, but you can use any thyme of your choice. You can use dry, but this is fresh from my garden. So that is why I am not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna put it like that, okay? Because it's fresh. And then this is bay leaves. You can use 2 or 3 leaves, or but because I have this enough, so I'm putting like 5. Okay. And here I have 4 Maggi, and half a teaspoon of rosemary. 4 Maggi, half a teaspoon of rosemary. That's dry rosemary. You can use fresh, it's up to you. Yes, put this like this. As you can see, this beef, you can use any beef of your choice, but this beef, I have already part-boiled this beef for about 30 minutes, only with a teaspoon of salt. There is no Maggi in there. And then I have fried the fish. I have a tutorial on this channel how to fry the best fish. This is the only thing seasoned with this fish is salt. I season this fish with salt overnight. But you can see the color like this because of I used like the oil I fried with last week. I just use it because I don't waste oil in this house. So I just use it to fry this fish. Okay, this is croaker fish, but you can use any fish of your choice. But this kind of cooking, I like to use white fish like croaker or sea bass. Now I'm going to add the beef. The beef is not going to be fried. I'm going to add the beef because I want the beef to absorb all those wonderful juice. I have here fresh prawns, pre-cooked prawns. This is just something I have in the fridge to just add it to just give me more stock, you know. The reason being why I put 4 Maggi in here, because I did not use Maggi to boil that meat. And then there is no water. I'm not going to put no water in this cooking. It's going to cook with the natural juices coming out of the tomatoes, the bell peppers. But because of I did not pre-boil the beef with Maggi, because I know I did not put Maggi in the fish. I boiled the meat with salt, and then I put some salt to fry the fish because I know I'm going to use a lot of ingredients. I don't want to over because that's how some people go wrong. I always insist when I'm doing my teaching. Please do not forget to give your girls some thumbs up. You know, because if I was going to make a Nigerian stew, all those ingredients I put in this pot, I was going to blend them, puree everything. But this is how we cook our Creole stew. We don't blend. The only thing we blend is the pepper. Because of the pepper, you can put as much you can tolerate. It's optional. Okay? If I was cooking Nigerian stew, everything underneath here is supposed to be blended. So that is why you need a generous amount of oil. Because of this is Creole stew. Because the fish is already been fried, it's not going to go in this cooking yet. So you know that I always do 2-in-1 cooking because I don't want you people to just be staring at the cooking like this. You will get bored. So now we are going to make a delicious, oh wow, that stew is already doing its own thing without even finishing. So I'm going to make mixed salad for my husband. This mixed salad is a special mixed salad. It's not like the mixed salad you people know about. This is a special one, but I don't want you to be staring at that pot because I don't have tomato puree. That is why I put 6 tomatoes, because normally I'm supposed to put tomato puree. If you are doing your cooking, make sure you put the tomato puree. But let me stir it once more, because that's going to be, those tomatoes, they are going to ferment, cook nicely, reduce to all those juices of the tomato go to zero. And I don't want you people to be just staring at the pot like that. So I'll bring you back here. That oil, I'm going to drain that oil when this stew is cooked. And that oil, don't throw it away, because of that oil is going to full of flavor. You can just fry your fish. You can just fry your fish. You steam your rice. You use some of that oil to fry like your fried pepper or whatever, because it's full of flavor, you know. So because of, I know that I'm going to use all these ingredients, that's the reason why I put 4 Maggi. If I could have, when I was boiling the meats, if I could have used Maggi on that water, and I know that I was going to use that water to cook this stew, I will just put maybe 3 Maggis or 2. Because don't forget, all that curry powder, all those things have their own flavor. So it's just to enhance the flavors, because I do not put Maggi in the meat. Sometimes some people can cook this, they can cook it only with salt. But you know, our palate has been destroyed to enhance flavors. So that is why. And to me, it's the only seasoning I cook with is Maggi seasoning. No other seasoning. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's what you call wow. So now you're coming to see now my husband's food. How I'm going to make my husband's food. This is very, very easy to make. Just focus and see. Let me wash my hands. It doesn't mean that because of I'm using gloves, so I don't need to wash my hands. I need to wash my hands. Today I'm so busy. Oh my Lord. God help me. I'm so busy today. That is why you see that first video. The first video I deleted, you can see the mess. I'm so busy. I'm making a product for people. I'm making spices today. Okay, I'm just washing my hands. And come over there and come and show you how to eat the most delicious. When I say delicious, I emphasize. I'm just getting the plates so I can bring you over. Come over here. Let me just stir this one time so I can bring you over to see. You know, I know sometimes people don't like to watch long videos, but that is why, because I don't supposed to do 2-in-1 videos, but I don't want you people to be bored. That is why I make 2-in-1 videos. Okay? Right. Let me bring you over. Come over. Come over here. Come over here so you can see these plates. There's 2 plates here. This is a salad. Maybe if you want to go for a date, you want to go and date somebody, or somebody is coming to visit you, this is the salad you have to make. In this bowl, let me just put it here. It's already been washed, clean. Salt and vinegar. I have here tomatoes already. I have chopped the tomatoes already, like that. I remove the seeds because the seeds can make the salad look so soggy. And I have cucumbers, and I have crunchy salad, but you can use any salad. And I have finely chopped purple onions, because this, I can tell you categorically, this is better for you to use like this purple onion, because purple onion is the best onion to eat raw. The white of onion, I don't like eating, so just spread it like that. Don't put salt, because if you put salt, you're gonna kill the lettuce. So now, let me get myself a knife and bring the other. Because you have to learn these things. Now I have baby potatoes. Baby potatoes, let me bring this so you can see me. These are baby potatoes I've already boiled. I have to peel this. Yes, these are baby potatoes. You boil them in salted water. You know, but don't forget that less is more. Less is more. Always in the cooking, less is more. You see the reason why I like the African pots. If it was like this pot we use within Europe, by this time I cannot do 2-in-1 cooking. It will burn. But because of the African pots, it can go, it will not burn at all. Yes, just go on Amazon or whatever. Say you Google, say you want, or you go or Amazon, say you want African pots. It's the best. Don't worry because it doesn't look fancy. Don't worry. Because sometimes too much fancy is just. I'm peeling the baby potatoes. You have to watch this, because not all the time you want to eat like the stew I'm cooking now. You want to eat cassava leaf. You want to eat potato leaf. You want to put this in your table. Yes, because my cameraman is not here. Okay. Now, just slice these potatoes like this. They're well cooked in salted water. Slice it on top of the salad like this. Okay. Slice it, spread it like this. Like this. So now you have your eggs. Your hard-boiled eggs. Cut them like this. Spread it around. Because the star of the show is the dressing. The star of the show of this salad is the dressing. Okay? Is the dressing. You spread it like this. And then some people actually use I'm just stirring this stew off camera, but don't worry, when I show you what is happening there, you can come back and see what is happening here. Because this is Creole stew, no liquid is allowed in that pot. No liquid is allowed. Yes, this is ham, but you can use luncheon meat, but this is the ham I'm using. But you can use any ham of your choice, or you can use luncheon meat if you want to. But this is the one I use. I love this one because it's so thin. So what you do, I'm just going to cut it in the middle if I can, and just spread it around. Spread it around. When you spread this round, just watch this and go and try this for your family. If you are not eating ham, just buy like anything like a turkey ham. Actually some Muslims, they don't eat this kind of hams. But you know, and now This is a prawn cocktail. These are the prawns for you do for prawn cocktail. Okay? Because you don't use any kind of prawns in this, but it's up to you. I'm just showing you the method. Spread this like that. I'm just giving you the method, because some people will mix it together, but you don't want that, because you don't want to mix it together, because when you mix it together, it becomes something else. The person you are making it for, maybe there's some things in there, maybe that person doesn't like. So that is why you don't mix it for people. Okay? So let me get myself the seasoning. And then this, let me move this here. So now you're coming to see, this is the salad dressing. If you don't know how to do this salad is not going to be tasty at all. So now I have myself cheese here. Well, make sure you use any cheese of your choice. Okay? This cheese I'm just going to shave, so you can bite into different things. You can bite into different things inside this salad. You got your tomatoes, your cucumbers, your prawns, your ham, only in one plate. Your boiled potatoes, only in one plate. This is how you do it, okay? Let me show you now the dressing. The dressing is the star. Let me come and show you how you make your dressing, your own dressing. And when you go and try that dressing, you will come back to me. I'm just stirring, because this is Creole stew. You have to stir around. You have to stir this periodically. Yes, this is an English word. Let me get myself, where is it, my olive oil. Okay? This is the olive oil. Let me put this plate here. Olive oil. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 2. Please measure. Measure your olive oil. Measure your olive oil. Okay? Because if you don't measure, it can go wrong. And put half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay? And then get yourself any tomato ketchup of your choice. Get yourself any tomato ketchup of your choice. Get any tomato ketchup of your choice. Okay? Add 1, 2, 3. Right? And then get your own. I normally make my own homemade mayonnaise, but I don't have any. Use mayonnaise 1, 2, 3. Okay? Do not put lime in that cooking, in that salad. No lime is allowed in that salad. The only thing you need to give you that tanginess, the only thing you need to give you that sourness, you use baby gherkins. Okay? Use baby gherkins. These are sour enough already, so you don't need to use lime, because when you use lime, this salad is going to be very soggy, and you don't want any soggy here. And we don't mix it, because when you mix it, the person you are going to feed, maybe there's a lot of things in that plate maybe you might not like. Okay, so mix this together. In here we have the mayonnaise, we have the olive oil, we have the mayonnaise, we have the olive oil. Okay, this food I'm showing you, this we used to, the restaurant I used to work, the Swan, they charge a lot of money for this. Add the mayonnaise, because We don't want too much tanginess from the tomato ketchup. Mix it together. Mix it together. We don't need salt. No salt in this at all. No salt in here. Wow. The only place you need the salt. You need the salt now in the salad, because when you start, if you put salt, that salad is going to release liquid. Okay? I'm just doing some stirring here, sweetheart. Okay? So you can come and see what is happening there. So because of this you can give it to your guests like this perfectly. But because I know what my husband likes, I know what he likes, I'm going to put a pinch of salt. And always when you are putting salt, do not put it like this. Go very, very as high as possible. You release. So when you release, the salt will be spreading everywhere. Okay? But because I know what my husband likes, I'm going to mix it for him. If you don't know what your guests like, do not mix it. Just put that dressing on top. But because I know what he likes, I'm going to mix it for him. I know everything here, he likes it. Everything in this plate, he likes it. You do it like this, like that, like that. Okay? You got yourself, you get yourself the perfect, when I say perfect, real perfect. Okay? Like that. So what you're going to do now, you use this sauce and just spread it around like this. Go as high as possible, because you don't want to clog it one side. You don't want to clog this one side. Okay? You go higher like this, as high as possible like this. You don't mix it. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. You go as high as possible, okay? So just imagine you put that wonderfulness in front of your guests or in front of your dates. Any bite, any one bite you take is just going to bite into loveliness. Any one bite you take is going to bite into loveliness. So now we are going to go to the stew. That's the reason why I make 2-in-1 cooking, because I don't want you to be just staring at the food without, you have nothing to do. I'm just taking a picture. I'm taking a picture for my other handles. Let me make a video. Hi guys, this is Jamila Kamara Food. I've just made mixed salad on my YouTube channel, Jamila Kamara Food. Please do not forget to subscribe and like and follow. Press the notification bell for new videos, new uploads. Thank you very much. Alright, now that's done. I'm going to give it to my partner now. Yeah, we know. No, I do 2-in-1. So now I'm going to show you now my own cooking now, the main cooking of the show. This is the main cooking. You see, lot of oil, but do not forget making it. You have to expect that this is live cooking. You see, that's why I like the African pots. I wish you were here. If it was like those other pots we use, by this time that could have been burnt now. You see? Okay, so now before I do anything, this you can stir it rough, as rough as possible you want, because we want to see all those bits. Okay, we want to see all those bits, but we don't want any liquid, no liquid at all. Okay, that meat is well seasoned now with all those nice ingredients. Okay, because the reason why I'm stirring it like that, I want some of the things to loosen up, to give me like a thickening agents, you know, because don't forget there's no water, but the tomatoes have some liquid, you can see, you know, but because of there's a lot of oil, and then we need that oil. When you are doing a Creole stew, you need all that oil, because I'm going to drain all that oil. Okay, I'm going to drain all that oil in that. But now the meat is, look, you don't fry the meat. I have some other stew you can fry the meat, but in this kind of cooking I don't like the meat to be fried at all. Okay, so now I'm going to add the fish, because of the fried fish supposed to soak in to all those wonderful, the fish head, everything, because of the liquid of that, the liquid of the tomatoes is going to just make those fish to soak in all that goodness inside that pot. If you just join in, you have to start this video if you want the best of the best stew, Creole stew. We call this Creole stew. You see why the oil is supposed to be, you have to put a lot of oil. Put a lot of oil. That beef is only 1 crook of fish. It's only 1 crook of fish. And that stew is not yet dry. And then we need that oil. That oil is supposed to dry and go inside that fish, because of the tomatoes is releasing some liquid, the onion release some liquid. Okay, but that oil, after the cooking you have to drain it. Okay, I wish you were here for you to taste, for you to smell. So now I'm going to add my prawns. In a normal cooking I don't put these prawns, because this prawns is inside like the bowl where I remove the pepper. In a normal cooking I will not put these prawns, because if I put it now it's going to be tough. But because this is a Creole stew, it doesn't matter if this prawns is chewy. It doesn't matter, because it's Creole stew, because that fish is fried, so it doesn't matter. But if it's I'm cooking like okra or normal cooking, I'll just cook these prawns maybe for 2 minutes or 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to add this now, because I need that stock of the prawns inside this cooking. Okay, so now I'm going to take my time now. Yes. In this cooking, please, you see I put mustard. Do not put Dijon mustard, because Dijon mustard is like fish eggs, and then definitely you don't want, when you are eating this kind of stew, you start to be biting into like fish eggs. If you like fish eggs, maybe use Dijon mustard, but if you don't like it, so now I'm going to taste now if I need any salt. Okay, right, because I put 4 Maggi already, and then that fish has salt, and then the meat has salt. So now it's the time for me now to taste, to see if I need any salt in that cooking. Yes, I do. I just need, let's say, half, because that's how you cook. That's how you cook. When you are cooking, you have to remember the seasoning you put in the protein. Because of I fried that fish did not have any other seasoning apart from salt. So the meats have not, it doesn't have any other seasoning apart from salt. So that is why I did not put salt at the beginning. Now I know I need half, not even a quarter of a teaspoon. Put it now like this. And then stir this again periodically like this. See? Right now everything is swimming inside that oil. If you don't know now, you just join in, you say, oh, Jamila Kamara cooked with a lot of oil. Do not forget that all that oil is going to be drained. It's going to be drained. And that oil, do not throw that oil away. And do not mix that oil with a different oil you fry fish with, because that oil is full of flavor. Find a jar, you turn that oil there for that oil to cool, you keep it in the fridge. Anytime you are tired, you said, oh, I don't want to cook today, but you have like your rice cooker. You just steam your rice and use the oil to flavor the rice. Or you fry small onions or your sardines, because of that oil is full of flavor now. Okay? So it's almost time for me to come and remove that oil. Wow. So now I'm going to get myself a pot. Okay? I'm going to get myself this oven bowl. Stir this stew again once more, like that. Stir once more. It's not done because you see, the tomatoes is still releasing liquid. It's not done. Don't worry for those, the stem of that time. Don't worry. It's all part of the cooking because it's fresh time from my garden. Okay? This is how you make a stew. I wish you were in this house. If you were in this house, you will like this Creole stew. So now, I'm going to do the onions now and drain all that delicious oil. Make sure you don't throw that oil away. Trust me. Drain that oil like this. Right. There we go. You drain the oil. You make sure that you drain that oil properly because you don't need it. You don't need it. This is what you call, sorry, the fabulous, fantastic Creole stew. Alright, this is what you call the fabulous, fantastic Creole stew. I make 2-in-1 food. You see that beef? The kind of beef you're supposed to cook with this kind of stew, my people. Use like the rib of the cow, the rib, because you need a tougher beef. You don't want a beef which, okay? And then don't be afraid to throw the water where you boil the beef, because don't forget this, that this is a Creole stew. You don't need any liquid, no liquid at all, no liquid. I still some oil, but you need, you know, when you're eating this with rice. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to lower the heat, because I just need the fish and the tomatoes, the liquid from the tomatoes to go very dry. So my people, Thank you. Please do not forget to give me thumbs up. This is what you call Creole stew. Just imagine the kind of deliciousness that meat have take. Yeah, next time I will show you another one with the Creole stew, but with the fried meats. You know, with the fried meats. You know. Okay. So I'm gonna dish that food. Don't go nowhere. You have to see. Let me get my spinach. I have some spinach here. And see how we make the check rice. Because of this goes well with check rice. Yes. You can use, because for me, I use organic spinach. And then see how much I pay for it. £1.40. £1.49. The actual price was £5 because of its organic. So if you know how to shop around, you get the best of the best. Because when you are making check rice, let me just wash the spinach in salted water. Because of the rice is boiling already. And then I'll come and show you. Don't go nowhere so I can show you how you make check rice. It's already, I know the video is been long, but it's live cooking. You have to expect that. All the noise, the mistakes, because of when you have the time to watch live cooking, it's better. Because sometimes when you watch edited videos, like some of my edited videos, it's very, very hard. You have to put the houses, the thing. That is why I like African cooking. African cooking is so easy. You know, if this was some edited videos, people will come, you have to write the ingredients, the amount, the ounces. But with African cooking, you just have to use your mind. I always tell my people, use your mind when you're cooking. So now, this is my spinach. I'm going to put it now in that machine for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Let me put the rice in a bowl. Put the rice in a bowl so you can see how this is done. How you serve this. Let me do it this way. Get myself a serving spoon. You know, it's so easy. Some of you was asking me, oh, how do you cook every day? Who eats the food? Don't forget, I cook for people. Yes, some of you were asking me, you cook almost every day. Who are you cooking for? Don't forget. Do not forget, I cook for people. People come and get it. You know? But you cannot cook without tasting. Right? You cannot cook without tasting. Right. 2 minutes. You see? 2 minutes. So I'll bring you here and show you. Because if you cook it over 2 minutes, you're gonna kill all the nutrients in the spinach. If you cook it over, that's my rice. This is basmati rice because I normally like basmati rice in stews. So I just steam this for 2 minutes because I still need the nutrients, and then I'm just going to bash it a bit on the bowl like that. Bash it. That's my English. Don't worry about my English. Sometimes even me speaking the English, I don't understand it. And squeeze the water out and spread it like that in the bowl. Spread that in the bowl like that. You mix, mix, mix. How beautiful. I hope you are watching. Yeah, you are watching. You mix, you mix, you mix, you mix, you mix, you mix. Please, guys, do not forget, even if one of you watching, don't forget, give me some thumbs up. Yes, this is what you call check rice. Okay? This is your check rice. You can do it with okra. You can use okra to make your check rice, because that's stew. You can do it with sour leaves. So now, let me do the honors now. You need an open spoon like this to serve this kind of stew, because you don't need any of that excessive oil. Okay? Before I do, let me just take a picture. Let me just take a picture before I do the honors. Hang on. Hi guys, today I cook Creole stew on my YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. If you want tasty food, wonderful food, delicious food, Jamila Camara Food. My TikTok is Jamila K1, my Instagram Jamila K1. Thank you very much. Until next time. Right. Sure. Sorry guys, I have to put this on my under handles. Right. Some of you are asking me, who eats all this food you are cooking? I cook for people, you know. Let me just, I know you are watching that. I'm gonna take that like this and leave it on top to drain a bit. That's why you have to have an open spoon when you are serving this. You lay it on top like this, because this kind of Creole stew, you don't need a lot in your food because it's got oil already. You do this. Why it's nice to eat with check rice? Because don't forget it's oil. And then you just decorate it like that with your prawns. Put a little bit of gravy. Just need a little bit of this gravy on this food. That's it. Voila! Thank you very, very much for those of you who come and watch, or those who are going to watch later. This is it. You see? Drain the oil nicely. Fish, the meat. Yes, you still have that roughness of the messy plates. You still have that roughness of the ingredients I used to cook it. You know, try this. When you try this, you will never regret. These are the kind of food you have to try. Oops, come on. Thank you very much for those who watch. For those who are going to watch, I'm going to eat live now, but the video is long enough. God bless you all. Please do not forget to like. Do not forget to like, subscribe. Yes.